Thank you very much, Chris. See if I can get this set up here. How's everyone doing? Yeah? Guys excited to learn about stocks and bonds, capital markets, things you may or may not have never heard of before? So we're going to, here's a quick slide of the things that we're going to talk about today. But so my name is Brian Baccio. I work with Schwab, and I work in a capacity where I partner with all of our financial consultants in Northern California. And so the financial consultants are the folks that are sitting down with our clients each and every day, talking to them about what investments to choose, how to manage their finances, how to build retirement plans, and really how to put together a portfolio of stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs, whatever that might be. And so I've got my partner with me here today, Mark, and Mark will talk through a little bit about what he does. I've been in the business, just to give you guys an idea, I've been in the business about 20 years, worked at Schwab, here now. I've worked at Bank of America, JP Morgan, started in the business as a financial advisor at a firm that's now Morgan Stanley, used to be Smith Barney. So I've worked in a lot of different areas of the business. And so when we open it up for Q&A, feel free to throw anything you want at us. If we don't know the answer, we'll let you know we don't know the answer. We could probably find out for you real quick. But I'm going to get started in a second, but I do want to let Mark introduce himself real quick before we start with the program.
Thanks, Brian. Again, my name is Mark Anderson, and I work for Charles Schwab in a group called the Income Solutions Team. And that's just a fancy word for saying, term for we help people plan to generate income for their portfolios. And what that typically means, and this is a plug for a couple weeks from now, we've got an income and retirement planning seminar, I think in this room again, in a couple of weeks. But I help investors create portfolios, strategize on how to take advantage of some of the things that are happening in the capital markets. We'll discuss what the capital markets are, what the components are. And this will be a great session for the building blocks for the next session. So we'll talk about all the components that make up what that retirement plan might look like in the future. And that may sound like a long time off, but I assure you, and we'll prove this mathematically because we are math geeks and we love charts and graphs and all those different things. And we'll talk about why now is important. And this is effectively for all of you a call to action. And because retirement seems like a long way off, but investing should not be. And that's what we want you to take away from this, is that there is a call to action here, and that acting now will benefit you greatly in terms of your investment future. So again, my name is Mark Anderson, and I've only worked at Schwab for a year, but I spent a number of years in New York. I worked on bond trading floors at Merrill Lynch, rough and tumble places. I'm happy to be in settings like this and not having staplers thrown at my head anymore. So thank you for joining us, and we're happy to have you for the next, 4 or 5 hours? Yeah. Is that right? 4 or 5 hours? Oh,
I think so, right? We're going late tonight.
Yeah. We've got dinner, so I hope...
We've got like 50 slides we need to go through, a bunch of different things. We're going to keep this very, very low-key for you guys.
Right, and so we want to encourage you, as we're talking, we're going to have a Q&A session, as we mentioned, to just develop those questions. And please, we like to play a game we call Stump the Suits, where, please ask us anything. We're hoping we can answer it. Not always, but we'll do our best. So thanks for joining us, and Brian's going to take us through the overview.
Thanks, Mark. And so you guys remember the financial crisis in 2008? Have you heard of that one? Mortgage meltdown, all the different things. Throw a couple questions at him regarding that. He's probably got a few answers for you. All right. So we're going to talk through a quick overview of the capital markets, what they are, how they work, and then we're going to get into building a strong investing foundation and basically just getting into a conversation about stocks, what they are, bonds, what they are, how they work, how do you trade them? How do people make money of them? How do people lose money in them? And so we'll talk through that. We'll also talk through what a mutual fund is and exchange traded funds, and then asset allocation and diversification. And then we'll go online here to schwab.com and show you a couple ways you can look at stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and ETFs. And then we'll segue into our break and then do our Q&A session afterwards.